Hi, I'm here with Brad Swale. You're quite well known for a certain blue fuzzy superhero, aren't you?
A blue fuzzy superhero. Yeah, that'd be a Nightcrawler from X-Men Evolution. Yeah, that was a pretty good gig.
Can you tell me about some of your other roles that you've done?
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing this for probably about 14 years now, so I've been lucky to pull off a bunch of different roles. Some of the more known ones are probably played Catra in Gundam Wing, Amuro in Mobile Suit Gundam, Diarca in Gundam Seed, played a character called Kicker on Transformers Energon, got to play Gohan in Dragon Ball Z, Maxwell in Hamtaro, lots, I don't know, there's a bunch now, yeah.
Which role is your favorite?
Ooh, that's a tough question. You know, I find that when I'm working on a show, you get so involved in it, you kind of immerse yourself into the role that at the time it's like, hey, this has got to be my favorite character. Then a new show pops up and you get to work on that and it seems like, oh, wait a sec, you know, maybe this is my favorite character. So there's little characteristics and aspects of pretty much every character that I've played. You put them all together into one character and that's probably my favorite. That's not a very good answer.
You've been acting since you were around my age. What advice would you give someone who wants to get into the business?
Oh, that's another good question. I can tell you how I got into it. I mean, I started off doing theater. So I was doing theater. Actually, when I was in elementary school, we had a pretty good a musical instructor who taught us music and all that kind of stuff. A production that we did every year, either for Christmas or, you know, for spring or something like that. So I started, you know, doing some on-stage stuff when I was, you know, about this big. And then I carried that through when I got into high school. I got mixed up with a place called the Vancouver Youth Theatre. So I was doing semi-professional young people theater. And from there was a talent agency that was right across the street from the theater. So at one point they approached me and my sister, who was also dealing with the Vancouver Youth Theatre. They asked us if we wanted to join the agency. We both said, course, you know, and they just started sending us out on auditions. And from there, you know, I was lucky. I started off doing more on-camera work. And then I had my first audition for a cartoon, which is a show called My Little Ponytails, and I got it. And from there, you know, I don't do the on-camera anymore. I just I stick to the voice acting, and I'm really enjoying it. So, yeah.
I understand that you have a college degree in graphic visual design. Do you have any ambition to work behind the scenes?
Yeah, I actually, for sure. I mean, it's one of those things. When I was leaving high school, I had to decide what I was going to go to school for. I knew I wanted to take some post-secondary education, and I've been into art all my life. You know, I've drawn since I can remember. I was one of those guys that, you know, was sitting in math class doodling in my margins. I couldn't help it, right? It just came naturally to me, more naturally than algebra, that's for sure. So yeah, so I decided I wanted to take, you know, some kind of art, applied art that I could actually get a job doing. So graphic design and illustration work seemed to fit in, commercial design, that type of stuff. So having gone through that program, I mean, that's a job that I do on the side as well, because I do the voice acting part-time, graphic design, illustration work the rest of the time. And recently I've been getting back into music because I've been playing drums forever now, and I play a bit of guitar. So you start taking all those things together, and I mean, yeah, I could totally see myself doing work that's more, like you say, behind the scenes. I mean, ideally, it'd be great if I could create my own cartoon, because, you know, I've had the experience of working on one side of the microphone, and I really enjoy kind of learning about what happens on the other side of the microphone. So yeah, one day, who knows?
Well, thanks very much.
Hey, thank you. And go Sabres.